Have you ever questioned what is really in your water and food? I'm not talking about the listed ingredients or the nutritional facts you read on a label. I mean the hidden elements, the ones they don't want you to know about. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? The idea that the very things we consume daily, the very things we trust to nourish us, could be laced with something more sinister. Imagine, if you will, a grand scheme. A conspiracy so subtle, so deeply ingrained in our daily lives that we wouldn't even suspect. Our government, the body we trust to protect us, could be tampering with our food and water supply. But why? What could they possibly gain? Control, my friends. Subtle manipulation of the masses, making us more obedient, more submissive without us even realizing it. You may think it's just a meal or a glass of water, but could it be your daily dose of obedience? Who benefits from a docile, obedient society? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. And the answer to that, my friends, is not as elusive as it may seem. Picture this, a government, a vast machinery of power and control, teeming with resources that we can barely comprehend. Now imagine how much easier it would be for this government to steer the course of society if the people were submissive, obedient, compliant. Easier to govern, easier to manipulate, easier to control. It's an intoxicating thought for those in power, isn't it? You see, a submissive society is a politician's dream. It's the ultimate ace up their sleeve. When people are docile, when they are obedient, they are less likely to question, less likely to resist, less likely to oppose. They swallow the narrative that's fed to them, never pausing to question its validity. Imagine a world where every decision is met with a nod, where every policy is accepted without a murmur of dissent, where every command is followed without a hint of rebellion. It's a world where the government holds the reins and the people, well, they're just along for the ride. But how do you create such a society? How do you make people obedient, submissive? That's where the unseen hand comes into play. The power to control what we consume, what we put into our bodies. The power to influence our health, our thoughts, our behaviors. The power to make us, the people, more docile, more obedient, more submissive. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? But it's a possibility we cannot afford to ignore. Because if they can control what you consume, they can control your body. And if they can control your body, they can control your mind. And if they can control your mind, they can control you. If they can control what you consume, they can control you. Scene script. Are there signs of this manipulation, you ask? Well, let's journey together into the realm of pseudoscience, the place where often truth is stranger than fiction. You see, some folks believe that our food and water are laced with certain chemicals designed to make us more obedient, more submissive. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds crazy. But is it really? Let's take a closer look. Take fluoride, for instance. It's in our toothpaste, our tap water. They say it's for our dental health, but consider this. Studies have shown that excessive fluoride exposure can lead to lower IQ in children. Now, I'm not saying there's a direct correlation, but it's a thought that makes you wonder, doesn't it? Then there's the case of processed foods, full of preservatives, artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, all these additives designed to make food taste better, last longer, but at what cost? Some theories suggest these chemicals may affect our brain function, our behavior. They could be subtly influencing our thoughts and actions without us even knowing it. And let's not forget about genetically modified organisms or GMOs. They're everywhere, from our corn to our tomatoes. They've been altered at a genetic level for increased yield, resistance to pests. But what are the long-term effects on our bodies, our minds? The truth is, we don't fully know yet. Now, I'm aware the skeptics among you will dismiss all this as mere conspiracy theories, and that's fine. After all, it's easier to sleep at night believing we're in control, that our governments wouldn't do such things. But I ask you this, what if there's a grain of truth in these theories? What if our food and water are being used as tools for manipulation? It's a chilling prospect, isn't it? Remember, the most effective way to hide a lie is between two truths. So keep questioning, keep digging, because the truth, my friends, is out there. So how do we resist this silent invasion? You see, my friends, the first step is to question everything. The food on your plate, the water in your glass, the news on your screen. Don't swallow what they feed you without a good hard look. But questioning alone isn't enough. You've got to dig deeper. Do your research, read between the lines, look for the patterns. The truth is out there, waiting to be uncovered, but they've buried it deep, shrouded it in layers of deception. It takes a discerning mind to sift through the lies and find the golden nuggets of truth. Don't just take my word for it. Check the facts for yourself. Go online, hit those books, comb through those archives. You'll find the evidence once you know where to look. And remember, you're not alone in this fight. There are others out there, like you, like me, who refuse to be spoon-fed lies. We're a growing army, a collective resistance against the unseen hand that seeks to control us. Your voice matters. Your actions matter. Together, we can expose their schemes and take back control. So, wake up. Open your eyes. The world isn't as it seems. It's time to peel back the layers, to reveal the truth that's been hidden in plain sight. Knowledge is power. Power to resist, power to defy. So, are we just pawns in their grand scheme? The pieces are all laid out. Our water, our food, subtly manipulated to make us docile, obedient. This isn't just about you or me. It's about our society, our future. Could we be living under a silent tyranny masked by the illusion of freedom? Remember, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. So, does the government's silent control over us exist? You decide.